If only I could get my markings on here correct. Hello and welcome to the shed. In today's video we're going to be making a wooden Japanese inspired tissue box to house this box of tissues. Hope you enjoy. I've already prepared my main pieces here, so we're going to jump straight into doing some quick dovetails to put this into a box. Then we're going to get the measurements for our lid, make our lid, and for the bottom of this one we're just going to nail it on with the wooden nails. So let's jump in and get into it. So since this tissue box is not a perfect square, which some of them are, but this one's not, I've got two pieces here for the short side. So this one's an S, so they're my short sides. As you can see, there's not much in it. Got to decide exactly where you want the tails to go, whether you want the tail on your short one or your wide one. Doesn't really matter, it's going to look roughly the same. In this case, I think I'm going to put my dovetails on my wider piece and my pins on my shorter piece, because I think it's going to look slightly better that way. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. So let's just get into these dovetails. So we need to put our baseline for our tails before we go ahead and do them. And we're going to do obviously 4 rows of tails, one on each side of this board. So the very first thing is obviously to get our depth, as we normally would with one of these gauges, which is the easiest way. So these pieces have already been squared up as well. So now I've got these marked, we need to find our spacings for our tails. So I'm going to jump over to the vise here and we'll mark these out using the divider method, which I've shown once before. First step when we do dovetails is mark out the top of our half pin here. And we need to work it out. So how many tails are we going with? Do you want an odd number? Do you want an even number? A lot of the period books talk to what people might want, but I just step it out like this. So we got 1, 2, 3. That's probably okay. So now I can go onto that half pin mark, put a little dot, come back the other way, little dot. What we can quickly do is just square them across the top. And you'll start to see them here in a second when I mark them down. That did not go square across. Oops. Finally, I could get my markings on here correct. Now, to saw this, you can use a gent saw, inexpensive Spear & Jackson tenon saw, or something like this pistol one here from Lee Nielsen. Today, I'm just going to use this gent saw. See that little vibration? It means it wasn't supported. So I'm just going to come just off the baseline, and I've purposely got them lined up this way so I can look along the back of the chisel and try and keep it straight. Now that chisel is a little too wide for that one, so I'm just going to step it down slightly. See what commonly happens with pine, just like the other tail. This is pulled out in here. I've got two clean faces, so it's not going to affect it when it comes together. There's no real glue strength on that section of it. It's on the actual main tail part to stop it coming apart, but it is something to be aware. Sometimes it does happen, so nice sharp chisel. Sometimes you want to go to a shallower angle to slice the pine, which I've seen a few people mention. I just still keep everything at about 30 degrees because it works best for me, but just know you can have some issues with certain pines in certain situations. I just want to put corresponding numbers. So I've got my one board and my one board. This one goes in, and if you have one of these, it's got a short fence here that's thinner than the board I'm using. Now I just got to find my alignment again. So I dropped it. And that's why it's so vital to have numbers. You just read them and you can get them right again. So we're going to come in this way. So I push that up against there. And I'm going to sit it just a little bit high. Bring this in loosely so this can still move. You can see this piece is still going to be able to move. Bring the board in here that we want. Line it up here and up against this fence here. Give it a little push. Crank that up, and you can put a hold fast or something onto this if that's what you need to do to stop it moving. Or you can just hold it like so, and then you get right into the back with your marking knife. Loosen it, and there we go, perfect. So when transferring these, I always like to use my knife because it's a little bit easier. Put your knife there, make sure it comes right up against it and you grab the exact spot. It just means there's no indiscrepancies. It's a little squeaky, so you can come in and try and do this. It does work fairly well in pine. So we can see how we're taking a little chip out there. That would definitely not usually happen in a hardwood. in my opinion. This way, and once again I have that little ditch on my side. Just off the line again like we did last time, and don't go all the way through. I accidentally had my chisel slip here and slightly undercut the baseline just there. We do have to go around and just do a little bit of a clean up just where we've missed the odd bit here or there. So I'll have to do a little bit of work here where I've got a few little gaps. So we can see here the tissue box fits in now that we've put this together. Now we need to look at a bottom and a top. So to that end, I already had the bottom piece prepared here, which is going to sit straight on the bottom. We're going to use these wooden nails here, which is some use these Japanese wooden nails that have a tapered drill bit that comes with them. I'm going to use them to attach the bottom. Now the top is going to be dropping down inside like this. Now we need to work on this a little bit. I've got a piece of Jarrah here, so I want to add a block here, and a sort of a little wedging system like you've probably seen before. So we'll just have a square bit here, and just another piece here that has a wedging system that just holds it in place. So that's going to be how we attach the top of this tissue box. The bottom's going to be fixed. And then the very last thing we have to do is make our hole in the center for the tissues to come out. Run this gauge line down here. We're going to attach this onto our lid now. So I've just got one of these little quick punch things of super glue. While that's sitting on there, I just want to double check that I've got that sitting correct. That's going to come up good. I'm just going to apply a little bit of pressure for a few seconds. If you're using activator, you don't have to worry. The last thing I need to look at is the wedges for the other side. So the wedge will wedge up against this. So I need another little piece, probably twice as wide as this one here, and we'll make it and just cut it down on the angle. So I don't really want it coming in any further than maybe about here, because we want the circle for the tissue box to be in the center as much as possible. I think I'm not even going to check it. I'm just going to come in about 6 mil. 6 mil. And hopefully see that angle on there. I know it's not the easiest with just a normal pencil, but that's the angle we're going to cut. So in order to saw this, it's going to be pretty tricky. So you've seen I've got this on a slight angle so I can come in as upright as I can. I'm going to come in just off that line. Vibrate as much. Now is the time where we're going to tap this apart, glue that on. We're going to glue and attach the base, and then we will revisit that lid after we've done that. Bit of a rag, give it a clean up. We don't want any glue squeeze out on this. This will just fill any gaps. So I'm just going to use this Forstner bit here, which is a 41mm Forstner. Ideally if I had something slightly larger it would work, but this is still going to work fine. So there you have it, folks. That's the Japanese-inspired tissue box build. I hope you enjoyed the video. This project has actually been a very quick project for me. It's only taken me maybe 2 hours to do it filming. And I was challenging myself on this one, although I didn't mention it up front. I was trying to see how quickly I could do my dovetails. And to be honest, I think, considering these are the quickest dovetails that I've ever done, I think they came out pretty good. And although I made a mistake when I was laying them out, I actually like having the small tail there. I think it's a good sort of decorative look. Let me know what you think down below. And while you're down below, do let me know whether you've made a project like this, or if you'd like to see some more projects like this style of box. Do let me know, and if you've got any suggestions, do leave them down there as well. And if you'd like to see another great build video, such as the one you've seen here today, do check out the video here where I build the nice little low Roman bench. Bye for now.